Alrighty, good evening and welcome to the Dagger of Azeroth. I am your host, Helkaweth. I want to welcome all of you back to this. This is Chapter 9. We've been doing this for 9 weeks in a row. Tonight, we're changing it up a little bit, and we'll introduce the party very shortly. But thank you all for hanging in there. Thank you all for watching the videos, watching the VODs, talking to me. Let me know what you think. Just so all of you know, there is going to be a second campaign starting up in November. It is a Horde campaign. And it will run concurrently to the Alliance campaign. The Alliance campaign does have an end, and it's not too far away, but it will be ending. So be on the lookout for that. If you, heck yeah, I've been waiting 6 hours for this. Well, thank you, SK Olsen. I appreciate that. That's a long time. Let's see. That was since 2:35 p.m. I appreciate it. So here we go. So we're going to switch over. I'm going to put on my camera and my microphone, and everything just went to shit. What the hell happened? Hang on. Something. Oh, it just updated. Are you effing kidding me? Hang on. That just screwed up everything. Thank you so much, Discord, for fucking everything up. Hang on. I'm going to turn up the volume.
Of the Daggers of Azeroth, take one.
God, are you kidding me? Like, that was the worst goddamn thing to happen. Like, it's suddenly
and
like
the best timing. We just started.
We just start. We get going, and it like immediately it like just decides update out of nowhere, and now I have to go to live scene and wait for the fallout here. I don't know, you know. Oh look, it doesn't. Nobody unhyped for tech issues.
Don't worry, those are my friends. You
Okay.
can ignore everything they say.
Well, hi. Welcome in. Stay hype. Okay, I just have to fix this. I apologize, everyone. This, why did it do this?
Don't out us. Ladies.
We just have to talk to chat, keep him occupied.
Yeah, if you could, while I fix this.
Oh,
you know,
okay. The bum of the group.
Yo, what's up, chat? How you doing? So
Hi,
what are
chat.
you most looking forward to tonight? What are you most hoping will happen tonight, chat?
I'm just trying to get that. There we go. I think that may have fixed it. Let's see. So
Oh, I see Gary.
let's
Is
fix.
Carrie perfectly fine?
Yeah,
I know.
I'm always the one to show up when he splits the screen like this. And you know what? I've just about had it with Discord.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Amazing.
Unbelievable Discord. Oh yeah, because you're Discord. You are the creator
Yeah,
of Discord.
I-
Everything that happens wrong with Discord is Helk's fault. Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go.
confirmed.
There we go. And one more. We have one more. Where the hell are you, Hammerstone?
God damn it, Mazer.
I am lost in the sauce.
Yeah. And now I have to change where they are. You know. Oh God. Yeah, I know. I'm immersed. Yeah.
Yeah, he says this is exactly the music you'd hear in the fields of World of Warcraft.
It is.
Yeah.
The Spanish sleep.
God. All right. So I just have to move some people around here. So.
Aha!
Thank you for the follow there, Mazer. I appreciate it.
That's my boy.
That is your boy.
That is
That's
your
my boy. I
That's
adopted
the
him.
boy who got my Hamilton reference. That's a good boy.
You remember him?
Hey, it's true.
Scouty,
There we go.
you changed. Hey,
There we go.
I've
Tom.
never changed. This is what I look like.
There we go.
You
I'm
changed.
a blue man.
You've changed.
Well,
The only
that's
thing
everything,
different,
folks.
instead of
I hope
wearing
you
shorts,
enjoyed the Dagger of Azeroth.
Is that I'm wearing pants.
You know?
We're signing off.
See you later.
Oh my God!
Like,
I don't like. I hit my camera to go, to turn back on, and it was like, "Oh, you mean update, right?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's not what I meant at all." And then it changed where everybody was on screen, and I'm like, "That's fucking
That's a
great."
fun one. I like
Yeah.
that.
So that was good. So how we roll with the punches is, that's it. So welcome back, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, Mazer. I appreciate it. hope that everybody is having a good evening. So I'm going to introduce the party from top down because we have somebody different.
What? No, I'm X.
Yay! Woo! Somebody different.
Somebody to lean on.
Not that we don't miss Gareth, but
Yes.
But let's start from the
Speaking of
top
Gareth,
down.
he's doing his heart.
But we
So,
also we can love Gareth and Gwen at yeah.
the human heart is big enough to love everyone.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
Wow.
I disagree.
Anyways, so from the top down, we have Vicariously Awesome playing the role of Mara, the Night Elf Priestess. Moving on down, we have the Edgar Allan Poe playing the role of Gwendolyn, who you will meet shortly.
I'm here.
And then holding down that floor at the bottom there, we have Scouty98 playing the role of Hammerstein.
The blue Hammerstein.
The blue Hammerstein. So, here we are, folks. So, what happened last week? So, what we had happen last week was Gareth was imprisoned, and then something happened. We'll kind of go over that.
Something happened.
Something happened, and we'll go over that in a little
Wait, no
bit.
metagaming. Fuck.
With Gareth. No metagaming.
Yeah, I can't say shit. Fuck.
Oh, I'm
Can't say
metagaming all up in my head. You
Oh my
can't
God.
stop me.
You can metagame in your
can't,
head,
you're
but
like-
you can't bring it out here.
Well, that means you gotta get like a character voice so they know when you're metagaming.
Yes, exactly.
Shit.
But it'll be like Ben Savage's voice in the what was
And
it?
you know what? I'm just gonna
that
cover
show
my
that
hands.
was on. Oh God, I can't remember. Anyways,
Above my head, so I don't know.
happy
Here
not
before.
Happy Days, Wonder Years. That's it. The Wonder Years.
I know Happy Days. For the fans.
And then our
Hey.
other two characters were Mara and Hammerstein, and they were busy getting their asses chewed out by Matthias Shaw, who informed them that this mission is being forced upon them by the highest
Shit, I can't
power,
touch my phone.
Anduin Wrynn, the High King of the Alliance.
The baby king of the Alliance,
The
I
baby
may
king-
add.
The baby king.
Hey, step off.
No, he's a baby.
So
It's
anyways.
my king.
He's still a baby.
So
Hate
anyways.
it called that height.
So rude.
Moving on. So we step into the moment at which Shaw said he'd be introducing them to a new. I gotta get me wig.
Gotta get a. I gotta get a
Where
helmet.
Shaw was introducing a new person to the party. So Matthias Shaw points at the door. The door swings open, and in walks a dwarf, adorned in hunting gear. And let me just do that. And right behind her, a hippogriff,
Wow.
the massive beast, walks through the doorway as well. I love the Wonder Years. I ship Kevin and Winnie. I think everyone shipped them.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't think
you're-
I ever saw the Wonder Years.
You never saw the Wonder Years? You're 30, Carrie. Come on.
31, homie.
I have an excuse. I'm only 20.
I'm gonna be 32 in a couple of months. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get
be
outta
21
here.
in 3 months.
Come on, I remember.
Anyway.
The Wonder Years. Anyways.
Anyway, we're hippogriffs.
So, Matthias Shaw looks at Hammerstein and Mara and goes, I'd like to introduce you to your newest partners.
Partners.
Well, there's two beings in the room, right?
The hippogriff and Gwen.
You don't know who Gwen is.
I mean, the
Dwarf.
hippogriff and the dwarf.
Yes.
Dwarf lady.
Okay, so we're counting the hippogriff as a party member and is in separately. And
Hey, what's wrong with the
Yeah,
dwarf or the hippogriff being a party member?
Something against hippogriffs?
No, they're hard to raise, alright? They only hatch like once a year.
I'm a hippogriffist.
Speciesist.
All right. So after we get through the metagaming onslaught that just occurs, Matthias Shaw looks to the hunter and goes, would you please introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name is Gwen. This is Luna. I've been told I'm joining you for something.
Something?
Matthias,
Commander, you haven't briefed her on our mission?
it's not my job to inform all of my underlings of what they need to do. I would assume that with your promotion, might I add,
Ah, sick.
That
Nice
you-
job. Congratulations.
you would
Thank
you would be
I
taking
roll
care
my
of them.
eyes heavily.
Renzik sees this and brings himself off the wall and goes, "You want me to take care of this, boss?" Matthias goes, raises a hand. No need. Inform her.
Well, seeing as how Hammerstein has been promoted and is a rank above me, I'm sure he'd be happy to debrief you, Gwen.
Hammerstein.
Certainly.
Matthias points and goes, "You are well aware that you share the same rank, right? You are all kind of...
You promoted him. You didn't promote me,
I
sir.
promoted you at the same... Did you not listen to my words, cadet?" He says mockingly.
Cadet.
And doesn't Carrie also have the note?
Yes,
I do.
Mara does have the note.
Exactly.
Who's Carrie?
Yeah, I know. Who's Carrie?
Um. Uh.
Lost
Well,
for words, Mara?
no, I just love my
Matthias
DM. Love my
leans back in his
DM.
chair.
All right, I can do this. Okay. Well, Gwen, I'm sure you've heard of the destruction of our tree in Teldrassil, the crown of the earth.
Yep, awful.
Country.
Well, the portals here in Stormwind, turns out, never evacuated any of the civilians, and there were heavy losses. Our task from our king, our noble, wise, worthy king. I look at Hammerstein with laser eyes. Could
I give her
pierce
back
right
and I
through
word.
his little fucking blue body.
I look at her and I just mouth young.
Can I flip someone off? Is that a
No,
thing?
I mean you can, but let's
Hey, I'm just saying an adjective. I'm not saying he's not
move.
worthy of being king.
help
Okay,
out
so,
Gwendolyn here.
Okay, so, forgive our bickering, Gwen. We've had a very long journey in this quest to find out why the portals didn't evacuate the civilians, and along the way somewhere we've
Hit some bumps.
hit some bumps.
Don't worry, I get it. You know, when people are together in relationships, sometimes just like working together doesn't work.
I literally throw up. I literally vomit on the floor.
Can you roll?
Literally.
Can you roll to see if you throw up?
I'm gonna roll to see if I
Can you
throw
roll?
up.
Can you roll?
What is that even
Does
gonna
he roll
be a
any
roll
modifiers
for?
too?
Can you roll
Yeah,
no
what-
modifiers? Literally.
How-
Vomit.
Just a straight
You
20.
do not vomit.
Okay,
Gag.
I gag heavily, and
Alright.
I say, Gwen, you misunderstand.
Alright, enough beating around the bush. Our
Okay.
mission
I
is to
also
pick-
hate all of you right now. Okay.
Womp womp.
I couldn't. Sorry, but only a little bit. Not really.
Roll to see
Okay.
if you need to clean up the floor.
Alright, my immersion!
Oh my god.
Okay.
So,
So,
continuing.
along our journey, we have intelligence that the Worgen chief Greymane may have more information on our objective. So we are heading out with you, and despite my objections, our Death Knight friend here, Shorty McShortson, and yeah, yeah, you too, buddy.
Matthias leans back and goes, "His name is Hammerstein, Mara."
Yes, sir. I mean no disrespect, sir. I mean all the disrespect. And what expertise do you have that we will be able to use on this mission, Gwen?
Hey, DM, what expertise do I have?
Yeah, why?
Just
What intelligence? Why did our commander pick you? What are we supposed to use her for, Commander?
What skill sets does she have?
Well, I'm a very well-known fighter. You must know, I just recently got back from the war, and then I was assigned here. So
she was
Yeah.
she was involved in the battle for Lordaeron.
Ooh.
I was there. I
No,
remember.
No, you weren't. You were not there.
No, you
Yes, I
weren't.
was.
You were not there.
I was there in
No.
spirit.
No.
I
I'm like,
And I
no,
like
you weren't.
walk
You
up
were
and
called
drop
back.
I was
upside the
there
head.
with you in my heart. I mean, metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically.
Spiritually, I
Have a
was
good night,
there.
everyone.
That's everything, folks.
I love you, Carrie. Oh God. God.
We broke her.
She is screaming.
I appreciate the sentiment. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
well, my compatriots, anything that I might have left out or missed?
No, not really.
Matthias Shaw shoots a glance at Renzik. Renzik, again, leans forward from the wall. Do whatever it takes to get this solved. We're getting a little jumpy about this, so it's getting a little late in the day, but go check with the king at first light, please.
We have a meeting with Anduin in the morning.
Just go up to the gate, show the letter. You'll get in.
Understood.
Sir.
If there's
Thank
nothing
you,
else
sir.
you need from us, sir, we'll be on our way.
Shaw puts up his hand and goes, "That is all. Come back with some solid information, or with the answers. Understand?"
Crystal
Understood.
clear.
Dismissed. And with that, the door opens, and you exit Matthias's office through the Old Town Inn, and back into Stormwind. So
Cutscene.
come on. Oh, no, that's Jurassic Park. You exit the Old Town Inn, and you notice that the sun appears to have... It appears to be setting soon. However, there's a large military presence, and there seems to be an alarm going on. There's bells ringing, alarm bells, and soldiers running back and forth. One soldier appears to stop in front of you, not too far away, and is kind of looking around. The rest are running all about.
Do you guys know anything about this?
Not that of my knowledge. Mara?
I just shake my head.
Which way does the commotion seem to be?
Seems to be heading towards Stormwind Keep.
Also, Halleck, I don't know if it's just with everyone else. I only see Stormwind Harbor.
I head to the keep.
You only
What?
see Stormwind Harbor?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
On my screen, we just see
Well,
Stormwind Harbor.
on
You
your
need to zoom
screen,
out.
on your screen, you need to zoom in. Now, you control your screen. Remember that.
No, I am zoomed out, and it's just a map. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Too zoomed out.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Ah,
Okay.
I see, says
Yeah.
the blind man.
He picked up.
I
Yeah.
head to the keep.
Yeah.
I follow her.
You
I
find
summon
it
my boat and head
difficult
to the keep.
to navigate towards the keep as a large Stormwind soldier presence is blocking your way. Guards are shouting back and forth. There appears to be chaos around. There's no rhyme or reason at the moment.
I look to Gwen and I say, Gwen, I'm not sure if you're aware, but to the north side of Stormwind Keep, there is a garden that has an open atrium, an open roof. If you and your griffin can fly up there, you
Hippogriff.
might be able to. Whatever. If you and
This
your
different.
bird,
Hey,
if you and that chicken next to you,
she is
That's
an
fine.
important member of this party, and you will treat her as such.
I will. Don't worry.
I apologize, Luna. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you.
I don't know what came over me. But yeah, if you guys can fly up and get closer and see maybe get around this rabble, Scouty and I can the Hammerstein
Hammerfuck.
Hammerstein and I can
Are my
wait
names
here.
all gonna be sexual innuendos now?
Hammerfuck
What?
seems to be a.
An innuendo.
That's a.
That one's just pretty straightforward. I don't
Oh,
even
it
think
is.
That sounds like a good time. I
Sounds
don't
like
understand
a-
the problem here.
Sounds like a video
Uh,
I'd watch. You know, let's.
Yeah.
You know,
Moving on.
You know, I don't know.
Moving on from my.
Anyways, okay.
Hammerfuck 9.
Hammerfuck 9.
Okay, let's go. So
Yeah, I
Gwen-
did that plan. I
Okay.
hop up on Luna, and can we just take off, or does she need like space?
It's fine.
she just takes off.
Yeah, it's fine. All the soldiers kind of give way as the hippogriff begins to lift off. You notice a large amount of soldiers chasing something. It seems to be too far off in the distance.
I fly towards that.
Good girl.
At this point,
Can I?
You hear calls for you to return from the turrets of Stormwind as you begin to exit the city limits. They call out and they say, you know, stop or we will fire.
Yeah. Ugh, fine, I turn around.
I know what's called.
The hippogriff wheels around and returns to the point at which Hammerstein and Morrow were standing. Soldiers around, you know, like give space as they see the gigantic beast land.
Were you
Within
able
the
to
walls.
see anything?
I saw a whole bunch of. I do not get off of Luna, by the way. I stay on top of
Mhm.
her because I want to feel tall. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a whole bunch of guards just running after something, but got called back before I could actually see what it was. So
What direction were they headed?
the direction
Northeast.
they were heading, northeast.
Thank you for the follow, saltiest dogs.
I wonder if it's the saltiest dogs. I wonder if it's Gareth, but I don't say anything.
The one of the guards goes, heard it was a Worgen and Varrock. What Worgen were you? Another one turns to him and goes, what Worgen would it be? No idea. Gigantic though, bestial, thick brown fur. Other
Do
than
I
that, that's it.
remember any
You do remember the color.
Do I remember any identifiable marks on him, like a scar or
No,
anything like that I can ask about?
no. You just remember the color of him, but that's it.
Okay. I asked the guards what color.
Just like I just said, brown.
Brown. Okay. And Gareth was brown, and
It's a possibility.
So, do you guys know who that is? Like, what's up?
he he traveled with us before. You were basically his replacement.
Oh, sick.
The commander told us that he basically he defected and he left. Clearly that was not the case. And I wonder this whole time if we ever should have trusted him at all.
Yeah.
One
I
of
mean,
the-
if that's him getting chased by a whole bunch of guards, I'm gonna go with that's a fair assumption.
One of the guards
Yeah,
goes.
but how do we know it's Gareth?
one of the
I mean,
guards-
how many Worgans are in Stormwind, Hammerstein?
As,
that
as,
are
as
brown?
you say that, 3 Worgen clad in alliance armor walk by.
I get a smug look tomorrow.
The one of the guards goes, "Who gives a damn?" Looks to you and goes, "Who gives a damn about the Worgen? Should be caring about that monster Varrock."
Who now?
Varrock Sourfang,
He's a big bad orc.
big bad
He's-
orc.
He's a
He's
horde.
kind of a badass, though.
leader.
Can't give
Yeah.
him.
He goes, "The might of Kalimdor can cut down 10 men at a time."
The closest horde territory is miles away. He'll never get away. They'll catch him.
Never say never.
One of the soldiers looks and goes, "I'm not afraid of him getting away. Afraid of what he does as he's getting away."
I was gonna say after he got away.
So itchy.
Sarfang is not a man, an orc of vengeance. I don't think we'll be hearing from him again. What used to be a proud orc chief is now a broken orc who doesn't have much fight left in him. I've seen him.
Doesn't have much fight in him that he escaped the stockade.
Well, not by himself, clearly.
Well, clearly.
Commander Matthias Shaw apparently had a spy that he appointed to his intelligence SI
7.
7. I keep was it S1 or
S1
S?
7.
God, we
S1,
keep doing this.
S17
It's
bomber.
terrible.
SI 7.
Yeah.
Am I 5? What?
MI
What?
5. MI 6.
Am I 6? Am I 5
MIB.
something else?
We're MI wow. That's what we're
Wow.
Bum,
But,
bum, bum,
Man and
bum,
World of
bum,
Warcraft.
bum. Okay.
And I start to wonder if Matthias Shaw is actually because he keeps giving me people I don't trust like Hammerstein, and if Matthias Shaw is actually a spy for the Horde now. But I don't say anything.
So, is this person might be someone that you know? Should we try and go help? Or do we just want to ignore this and let it be?
Well, our task is to talk with the king next break of dawn, so...
Yeah, Gareth is he was part of our party, but he's on his own now.
All right. Cool. So, we don't have anything to do till morning.
Whoa. What did you have in mind?
Let's go get drunk.
You two will go get drunk,
This is all of
because I don't drink.
I'm not really interested in going anywhere with you, Short Blue, anyway.
Short blue. Wow.
Short Blue.
That's not. Just go fuck already.
I don't think it works like that. He's undead, so that doesn't really.
Yeah,
I don't
and
think
I'm
I have a
also like
functioning finger
1,200
angle.
years older than him. That's pretty much illegal in a bunch of states. Like,
In a bunch of states, I think.
I mean countries. I mean Azeroth. Like, just,
I don't. You don't. Who knows? Maybe
I don't
it's
really
not
know
me.
what the. I don't really know what the.
Do we know Azeroth law?
what the laws of?
I mean-
that's hot.
all right. I'm gonna give you some carry law right now. And
It's illegal in 50 states and Canada.
All right,
hate
they aren't gonna.
everything
You know
and
what?
everyone.
Love you, Carrie. Oh, God.
This has nothing to do with me. This is Grace's
Yeah.
But Grace is making it funny.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
She's
Having
making it
so
fun
much
for all of us but Carrie.
Yeah.
As Gwen, I leave over and like Pat Marshall will be like, I'm only joking with you guys. There's too much fighting here. There's literally only 3 of us. We can't hide from each other. I'm gonna treat both of you to a dinner. Okay?
I don't eat either. I think I kind of don't eat.
Throw some dirt in your face. This is a nice gesture. You should take it.
I appreciate
Christ,
this
Hammerstein,
gesture.
Just go with them. God
He's
No.
undead.
I have
He
my
doesn't
own-
even eat. He's undead. He doesn't even eat. And you
I
just
have
got
my
here.
own
You have
prerogative
no
I wanna
idea
do.
what
She's
he's done.
just saying what we're all thinking.
Oh god.
Ah! He's still not beating hot.
I start gagging again. Ugh. Ugh.
Do you
You
want to
two have
vomit?
a nice date.
Do you want to vomit?
Yeah, I roll a vomit again.
Roll again.
Fuck yeah, let's do this.
Roll it.
Let's do this. We're rolling to puke, man.
Ew.
Not only do you not vomit, but you feel actually hungry from the
I
thought of
rolled a fucking 1 to puke, you guys.
it.
Alright.
Alright,
I guess
you two have
I
fun.
guess
I'm
I
gonna
could
go.
eat, but I don't care where you're going. Let's go, Gwen. And I grab her shoulder and I just kind of walk away.
I am on top of a hippogriff.
Oh,
I have to
I
leave.
grab your shoulder, I pull you down off of your hippogriff, and I'm like, "Let's go, Gwen."
I like fancy. What is this stream without me?
A hot mess. This is what happens when you let me do this.
I know.
It's a great mess.
It's fine.
It's
This
a
is
great,
fine.
it's a
This is fine.
funny hot mess though.
This is the expected stream. That
This
I
is
had.
not expected. No,
I
no,
totally-
no way,
I
shape, or form
100%
did this person ever expect any of this bullshit.
100% expected this. Okay.
All right. So as Mara drags me away to a bar,
Towards
I turn
the
around
slaughtered
and I look
lamb.
at Hammerstein and I'm like, "I'll get through to you."
Yeah, we're watching you, motherfucker. Yeah,
I just yell, have fun.
I do the same thing. I'm like, we're watching you.
So
Watch yourself.
So Mara proceeds towards the slaughtered lamb, which exists in the Mage Quarter. The regular hangout. The sun appears to be kind of reaching the horizon at this point.
Oh God!
What?
Did you see what Scythe said? They say rigor mortis lasts forever. This is disgusting.
Seth,
What's
my
wrong
man,
with you?
No.
my man.
It's good.
Ugh.
He's in my corner.
Can I roll to vomit again?
No,
For
you've already rolled. In fact, with that one, you can't vomit for the rest of the evening. So get your drinks worth out of this one. That pay off.
And then vomit because you're drunk.
All right. So the party does Hammerstein. Are you following them?
No,
From
I'm gonna go
behind.
off to like over yonder to do my own undead business.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It's been
Um,
9 fucking weeks till I've
okay.
done it.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Hey,
so
GP.
so you enter the Mage Quarter. Into the Mage Quarter, we're gonna stick with these two for the time being, since they are wandering. First, and into the Mage Quarter, we go into the Slaughtered Lamb Tavern. And
Ooh.
it's just as rowdy as ever. You have soldiers from everywhere. Can we rename this chapter "Roll to Vomit"? Yes. I don't name
Yes.
individual chapters, but you know what? I really
This
want
one could
to.
be special.
I'm actually tearing up right now. That's how bad it is. Like, that's how bad this has gotten.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
I'm not even trying to cry, and it's just happening.
Let it happen. Just let
So
it happen.
just let it wash over you.
Just let it happen.
So you walk in there, usual ruckus of all the Stormwind soldiers, new, experienced. There appears to be a few seats at each table. You could find a seat. There appears to be piping hot food at every table, along with pitchers of what appears to be some kind of alcohol at every table.
Please tell me it's not ale. Stop feeding me ale, help.
The innkeeper looks to you and goes, "All we have is ale. I'm sorry."
Roll to vomit!
Can't vomit anymore.
I know you can't vomit for the evening.
Oh, god damn.
This is not
I hold my fist to the sky and I'm like, wow. Why, gods?
Thank you for the follow, just because I appreciate it. Okay. So, okay. I picked an interesting time to check the stream. So, do you find a place to sit? What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Plop my ass down.
There appears to be a variety of breads, some what appears to be boar, sliced up at each table, and like I said, some pitchers full of ale.
Oh yeah, healthy sampling of everything.
Exactly. This is
For me.
These are the tools of war right here. You see soldiers across from you just grabbing food, just shoving it in their face, guzzling the ale, stuff like that. It's almost as if some of them hadn't eaten in weeks.
All right.
It's
like everyone around here has a healthy appetite.
So I sit down next to Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
And I order a pitcher or two of your stupid ale, and I'm like, all right, let's get to know each other the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like to. I mean, I'm gonna be this thing, whatever the hecky darned we're doing. I'd love to actually get to know who we're doing it with.
Okay, so let's have a drink and let's talk. I'll tell you all about Hammerstein.
Yeah, let's get him out of the way. What's his deal? Why is he got like such a rod up his ass?
Bye, turtles.
Bye, turtles. He is and it just the plainest thing I could say is he's weak. When I first met him, he was being mind controlled by the Lich King, and nearly brought about the end of the world.
What, all by himself, or like
all by himself? Yep, he gave in to the Lich King's power, and the Scourge were rising, and by just the powers of luck that we were able to defeat the Scourge and remove the Lich King's armor that had taken over his mind, and save him.
2 pitchers are plopped down on the table next to you, Mara.
After we saved him, he showed his gratitude by abandoning us when we needed him most in Ogrimmar, of all places, to cozy up to the bosom of Sylvanas herself.
The Horde capital. That's what Ogrimmar is.
And then, just as we were leaving to head back to report to the commander, shows up out of nowhere with her. So, by all accounts, he is clearly a Horde spy, and not to be trusted. With how weak his fragile mind is, of course, Sylvanas has brainwashed him. She washed his mind real good. Brainwashed him into reporting secret Alliance intelligence to her. I tried to make the commander aware of this, but clearly he is just as blind as everyone else in this city is.
Outside question: has he been undead the entire thing, or was that like?
Yes, he is undead.
Okay. Well, I mean, Lich King is super powerful, but like, he wouldn't be the first person to go under their thrall. Don't get me wrong, he probably shouldn't have, but like, what can you do? That's not great, but would you go to as far as call him a spy? I mean, if he was really a spy, wouldn't he want to sit here and try to like get as much info from the both of us as he could?
He seems very he doesn't seem very interested with anything at all, to be honest with you. He doesn't seem interested in the mission. All he seems interested in is his own decision on neutrality. The only thing that he's focused on is his inner turmoil, which is funny because he's undead, so he shouldn't really care about that kind of stuff, but he does apparently. So all he cares about is finding the gray in between the black and white of the Horde and the Alliance. He's not really interested in his mission in being a helpful party member or of contributing to the Alliance in any way. It baffles me that our commander still has him out of the dungeon. He should be in chains for his betrayal.
Well, maybe he's hoping for like a double undercover thing, like he pretends to spy for them and comes back for us or something.
I would say that would be the case if he actually thought that far ahead. But that little body has a very little. Oh no, Hammerstein. That little body has a little mind, and I guarantee you that little mind is not intelligent enough to think up a plan like that. And if it were, they would have told the one true Alliance, the one true loyal Alliance member, which is me. Clearly. He could even be behind helping our previous companion free Sorafang, for all I know. He could have assisted in the work and the orc escaping, for all I know.
He was with you.
He could have assisted earlier. When I woke up, they were already downstairs. I don't know what he was doing all morning. Stop metagaming, DM. God.
I am the metagame. I am metagame.
He is metagame.
Yeah, I am the metagame.
Just because I don't watch his every move, I don't know when he could have helped. Just because he was with me when they actually escaped. Stop helking out on me.
Helking out. There we go. I will allow that. The hammer is my penis.
My bag.
The hammer is my penis.
The hammer is my penis.
Okay.
Well, alright. That gives me a roundabout thing of him. Nothing to crack.
Oh, I'm sure the story he'll tell you will be different.
Of course, everyone has different opinions and stuff. What about you, as I take a large swig of the pitcher? What's your story?
I don't have a story worth telling.
Incorrect. All stories are worth telling. Let me hear it.
I kind of playing with my cup and kind of swishing the liquid around, looking in the cup. I'm Kildore. I come from a very proud Kildore family from Teldrassil.
Kildore are night elves.
I'm night elf. Yeah, she can see that by looking at me.
I'm letting her know.
Yeah! I know nothing about World of Warcraft.
Oh my god.
That's why I'm doing that. That's...
Yep, good. It's nice to have those little helpful hints that would pop up.
I'm trying to interject. Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
I like it. Night elves, cool.
I'm a night elf. And okay, my family were the guardians of the tree, and they were burned when the tree, and then died when the tree was burned. I lost my entire family when the cat is in my way. Sorry, I don't know what she's doing. I lost my entire family in that fire, and the lineage of my people. The tree was sacred to us, and I am very old. I've been in a lot of Azeroth's wars, but still still have a lot to learn. I signed up for SI7 thinking that I could make a difference because I love the Alliance and I want vengeance for my family. But the more I am under Matthias Shaw, the more he seems to be putting people I can't trust next to me. So it's been an interesting journey, and I just want justice for my family. I want Sylvanas to pay for the tree that she destroyed, for the lives that she stole.
In the middle of this, two soldiers seem to have taken offense to each other and start fighting right in the middle of the tavern while you guys are chatting.
Just like off to the side.
Yeah, just off to the side. Not near you, but a bunch of other soldiers start cheering him on, kind of egging him on. Just keep on going. Yep.
I look at Gwen. I do have lodgings upstairs if you want to go up to my room for a more quiet place to
Whoa!
I mean, she did already technically get me dinner first, so.
Ooh,
I already
wow.
bought her a drink, like.
Wow.
So
Come on. It's just men. Should I say loud enough for them to hear? Probably not loud enough for them to care. And I just
They
take
hear it and they just keep on egging him on.
Thanks.
You know, you hear a random kick his ass, and just random yellings, just yeah.
men, and I kind of sneer and I'm like, they're definitely not my favorite creatures.
No. Nuh-uh.
No.
A familiar face wanders into the tavern, though. The Archmage Malin from the the Arcane Sanctum.
My bruh! What's up, homie?
He sees this occurring and he sees the fighting and raises his hand and goes, and basically speaking soothingly to both soldiers goes, come now. Do we need this right here? And both soldiers seem to kind of grow heavy from just the the look and the hand gesture from Malin. And both men just sort of start to breathe heavily and then pass out on the floor. As Malin makes his way around and finds a seat at your table. And he goes, well met, Mara.
Hi, Mage Malin. Fancy meeting you here again.
This is my spot, evidently. After a day at the Sanctum of teaching young mages, sculpting young minds, I like to come here and have a drink. He looks to Gwen for one of the pitchers with a cup and kind of, holding it out, hoping that she'll pour a glass of beer for him.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I like your style, old man.
So
Give him a pour.
I'm much thankful for that. Thank you.
I'm sorry. How rude of me. I should introduce our newest companion. This is Gwen.
Oh, well met, Gwen.
Well met.
I am Malin, Archmage of the Arcane Sanctum. You're more than welcome to ever ask any questions of magic or any of the sort. He takes a deep drink from the glass and brings it down, eyes closed. That brings
I look
me
at
back.
I look at Gwen and I say, Malin has been most helpful in our quest to discover why the portals weren't working and why the civilians weren't evacuated.
So have you had any leads on that, or is it still just like a big old mystery?
Well, we did have the young mage, Ty Garen, involved. We're still attempting to track his arcane power, but it's been difficult. It's as if it's being shielded. Even that is beyond my ability. he must be assisted by someone of much greater power than me. And I fought the Lich King, so they are of some sort.
I guess so.
So, here for an evening of drinks, are we? So,
Yeah, I wanted to get to know my teammates a little bit better, but one of them was being a butthole. So I
the
hang out with Mara.
the human, undoubtedly, the the lad with the mustache and the piercings and the he looks like
No, the undead one.
oh
The short. Who am I calling short? I'm a dwarf.
oh the okay the okay
The little
Gnomes are shorter
blue,
Hammerstein
than-
is it right
the
Hammerstein?
quiet little
Yes.
blue. Yeah.
Yes, Hammerstein.
That
That's
is
me.
an interesting character you have there. A swirling of sorts.
Interesting is an understatement.
I feel there is torment within him. Some anxiety, yet acceptance, non-acceptance. The undead are an interesting creature to this world, Mara. You should know this as a priest.
It is not that he is undead, it is that he is not to be trusted.
Malin looks into his glass, takes a deep drink, brings the glass back down to the table. One day, we will have to either annihilate the undead or live with them. Is that not true?
I am the wrong person to ask that question.
I think you're the right person to ask this, Mara. You've lived for far more many years than me. You are way more wise than me. I'm in my 70s, but you are centuries, millennia old. Who else would know but you? You are wise beyond these years, are you not?
Yes, years give wisdom, but they also tear you down. They stretch you thin. The undead were useful to us, and now they call themselves Alliance. I understand that, and I do not question our king for letting them join our alliance, but we still have to keep an eye on them. And this one in particular is he's just proven to be too inconsistent. He's too wishy-washy, for lack of a better word. He not knowing who he is or what he stands for is dangerous, and I will not have it end up costing our company any problems anymore. It's cost us enough.
Malin nods. What of the other undead, Mara?
I know not of the other undead. I speak as I judge people individually, not as a race.
It seemed like you were kind of covering them with a oh my god, blanket statement.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. You were covering them with a blanket statement.
I
as
was
they
covering
seemed
them with a
useful.
blanket. They were cold.
Make an awful laugh off to the side into my head. That was an
Dad
awful joke. Like,
Dad jokes. Ah.
Malin puts both hands on the table.
Yeah.
You see fire erupt from his eyes. The entire
What?
cavern shakes. I
Why
will
so
not be
angry?
laughed at.
it wasn't you.
We meant no disrespect, good sir. We
We were not. I was laughing at her, if anything. And just always assume that I'm laughing at myself. Never.
Malin's demeanor comes back. While the undead well, your Hammerstein, I should say, have proven to not be trustworthy. One day we will have to decide upon all of the undead. There are more of us than them. And we will continue to grow, and eventually their numbers will wane. And we will have to decide at that point what we do. What
I
would
will
you do, Mara?
I will always choose life before death, Malin.
That's an
All night
interesting
elves
choice.
Might I stick in there as devil's advocate that they are undead. So while they may physically be dead and have no blood in them, are they not alive? Or they have thoughts, and they can talk to us. They don't eat or apparently want to have fun or anything, but like...
Malin looks to Gwen and then looks to Mara. She brings up a valid point, doesn't she?
Well, yes, a dog eats and has emotions, but they still have their place in our society.
Yeah, but dogs don't talk back.
And dogs are alive. They've had their life, and then they died, and then they came back. What's to say that they couldn't? What does it say that they couldn't take over? Where they kill all of us, turn all of us into undead, and then undead rule Azeroth, and all the other races are destroyed.
How do they turn us into undead?
They kill us.
Yes.
And then the magic of the Lich King or some shit. I don't even know how undead come around. Death Knights.
Yep. Lich King is dead. There are no more Death Knights being made.
Oh, well then. Really?
We're an endangered species.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. All Death Knights that existed then.
Well, I feel like they serve their purpose. They are barely Alliance as it is. They're almost neutral, so why should I have any more of an opinion on them than this one who has caused me serious grief?
Malin, again, draws another deep sip from his glass. How long do humans live, Mara?
If they're lucky. Most humans I know never live, but, if you're talking about how many years, I'd say 80, give or take.
So I'm in my 70s.
You don't look a day over 50, Malin.
I appreciate that, Mara. You have lived hundreds of years. What use am I? Comparatively to you.
Life is different for night elves to humans. You live one day at a time because your life is so short and everything is so precious to you because at any moment it could end. Life for us is so much different. We know that we have an eternity, but it takes a toll. We were almost immortal before our tree was destroyed. I look at Gwen. I don't know if you know that, but our Teldrassil tree, the crown of the earth, was created to give all night elves immortality. It never worked, but we came close.
Why would you want immortality if you're saying that living for hundreds and hundreds of years drags you out? Wouldn't you want to die at some point?
I didn't decide it. Immortality for the night elves was an attempt to preserve our culture, was an attempt to keep the night elves in power and keep us alive to stay in power. But it failed, obviously. I myself, I didn't realize that immortality or living this long would be like this until I got here. Clearly, as a young night elf, there was no way I could have known. I was excited to live 1,200 or 1,500 years on this world, but now that I'm 1,250, I would much rather be a human. I would much rather have my years short and precious than long and stretched out. It's such a burden to have
So
everybody
then-
looking to you for wisdom and knowledge and to try to consolidate 1,200 years into one statement or one conversation.
So then we take pity on the undead who thought that they finally had lived their full life and have been dragged back into it unasked.
I suppose you could pity the undead, but I think that they would take offense to that. They don't seem to be a race that really want to be pitied. And like I said, I can't speak for the whole race of the Death Knights. I only speak to my experiences with Hammerstein, which have been nothing but bad. I'm not saying that just because I can't depend on him and he seems weak of mind and character, that all Death Knights are weak in mind and character and that I cannot trust them. But I am also not one of the great leaders of the Alliance. I trust my leaders to make their decisions, and I will stand by them. And I am glad that I am not the one making these decisions. Because
I
they're
can
very
agree
difficult.
with that. I'm very
Yeah.
happy I'm not making any important decisions whatsoever as I take a large sip of my drink.
I drink too. And I look at Gwen and I say, "You're very pretty for a
You say that?
for a dwarf. You're very pretty for a dwarf."
I think it's a compliment.
I mean, night elves. No, you're muted. Hulk, you're muted.
Malin interjects quickly. Thank you. And raises his glass to High King Anduin. May his reign be long. He looks at both.
King Anduin, to that dude.
To that dude. Glasses clink. Everybody drinks.
Everybody drink, dear God. Well, that got heavy really fast.
Yeah.
I did it for the alcohol.
The night is starting to wear long. The soldiers that were once rowdy are now falling asleep or vomiting where they stand. The innkeeper is just bewildered again. Hang on. Thank you for the follow, SK Olson. I appreciate that. So the night's wearing thin. Food is being removed. People are being kicked out. It's up to you what you would like to do at this point. Malin is looking to be long for the night. He gets up and goes, "I appreciate the company. I'm glad I could get a drink with the both of you. Nice to meet you, Gwen. Mara, as always.
Always a pleasure, Malin.
Always a pleasure. If you ever need anything from the Arcane Sanctum, you know where I will be." And he bows.
Up top.
He looks, and Malin's like, and he raises a hand very slowly.
No, she's shorter. He's gonna have to reach down.
And
I'm sitting at a table.
He's like, okay.
I reach in and give it a big slap. Nice to meet you, man.
You see Malin kind of wince. He's like, yes, nice to meet you too, Gwendolyn. He kind of rubs his hand. He's like, fare thee well. Have a good night. I shall.
No.
I hopefully we'll see you all later. Malin exits. Most of the room has either passed out or has left. Just the two of you sitting at the table now, pretty much.
I look at Gwen. I'm like, so, do you have a place to stay tonight? You could always bunk with me.
Why the fuck not? We've had a great night together.
Let's just have a little bit more alcohol before we go upstairs.
We cut to Hammerstein. Hammerstein, what are you doing?
Fuck you, Hulk!
What am I doing?
Party. Get off of my cloud!
Oh, Hulk, you know what I'm doing.
This is the night, what a beautiful night.
Yeah,
already
I'm
know
playing
what
the
I'm
accordion
doing, huh?
there.
Garcon, plate of spaghetti, stat. Let's go.
I'm gonna go pork. Okay.
Summoning
Okay.
my undead companion.
So
Having
Hammerstein.
lame ass time.
God damn it.
I have a bone to pick with my own undead.
Okay. So Hammerstein is off wandering about, and he summons his undead companion.
Grace.
No, that's what I have to do because it takes hours apparently.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
my two moms.
That's why I went away from like into solitude so I can, focus.
From the ground, an arm reaches up. Another one comes through the ground where Hammerstein is, and up pulls a corpse, unrecognizable. It jabbers in an unspeakable language, looking at Hammerstein. What do you do?
I don't know. That's gonna take hours to do.
Yeah, it took hours for you to do this, dude. It's not
Alright.
it's not an instant summon.
I know. Shit. I didn't think that far.
Well, god damn it, Sassard. He's taking a week off. He will be back next week.
Shit. Now that I have you.
We roll back to Mara
Yeah.
and
Thank
Gwendolyn
you.
in the pub after being asked about going upstairs to the room. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, we cut back to.
Go back to
And you're
me.
all dancing
No.
to the
No,
song,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
We're not cutting back anywhere, DM. No.
Am I gonna get banned?
I
Is
veto.
this gonna destroy my stream? I don't know
Mara,
if I can do this.
yeah.
Oh, really? You don't trust us. I see. You're
Okay.
perfectly happen to auction me off to a death knight, but as soon as I look at a dwarf
What
the
are
wrong
you-
way, then I'm breaking.
What?
Wow. Wow.
Okay, take
Wow.
Okay, well, continue then. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't know why the hell. I just wanted to
It's
summon. I thought it was
alright.
gonna
It's
take all
alright.
night.
Me and
Okay.
Grace got this. Okay. Right.
Really?
So.
Good drunk, and Gwen puts her arm up and goes, "Arm wrestling match. Let's go."
And I put my my hand in her hand, and I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I'm like, wow, your hands are so soft for a dwarf.
God damn it, Carrie.
Oh my god. Hell doesn't want to go that way. Gary's taking it there anyway. It's like, whoa.
Try to stop me, motherfucker! Let's go!
I bow up and say, "That's pretty fucking weird," and then I smack her hand onto the table.
I mean, Carrie is quite the weak night elf. She couldn't even pick me up,
She was too busy observing my soft hand.
apparently.
What is happening here?
I don't know.
What is occurring?
This is why.
I'm crying!
I'm glad
Oh,
that
God.
you're crying in
That's
a
what you
laughing
get.
manner.
Oh, as opposed to how I usually cry?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
Nevertheless, we broke Carrie. Confirmed.
Stop
The
breaking.
innkeeper looks to you all and goes, it is 2 a.m. You might wish to,
Yeah,
go to
let's. I
sleep.
look at Gwen, and I'm like, let's take this this wrestling up to the room.
What the fuck, Carrie?
Oh, no.
I shrug and just go, "No, right?" Let her lead me to a room.
I should have stayed. I should have stayed with the group.
Oh God. Don't. Room's upstairs, and I kind of stumble to the stairs, and I motion to her to come with me and point upstairs. Let's get some sleep. We do have a meeting with the king in the morning.
The king. Oops. I just follow her upstairs and probably just pass out on the bed.
So
Yeah.
the door opens. Gwendolyn just flops onto the bed, just snoring right away. Mara looks on and goes, okay, and lays on the bed gently, enters her reverie for the night. Giggity, right? Yeah, I know.
I curl up to Gwen and spoon her, and
What the fuck?
Harry ships it hard!
And everybody
does,
falls
clearly.
asleep and nothing happens.
Except for me, because
That's
I don't
This
sleep.
is a PG stream, apparently.
No, it's not. It's like T.
It's mature, but god damn it.
It's not rated A. It's not
I
a
know.
collection movie.
Yeah, I know. We can't. Enters her what? I know. Her what? Enters her what? Yeah.
Right?
We cut back
Oh,
to
dear
cut back to
God. I
Hammerstein.
can't do this.
Oh god, this is hilarious.
Oh, this poor.
Or
I can't wait to get an email from Twitch tomorrow. Your stream has been banned.
How dare you have lesbians on the screen? That's no.
Oh, God. All right. Anyways, okay, so back to
Yeah.
Hammerstein, who has summoned a ghoul
Yes.
off the ground. Okay.
Back to the lame-o.
His name is Dan.
His name is Dan.
His name is Dan.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's it.
Yeah, it's just Dan.
Let's make it like Dan the something. Come on.
No, it's Dan.
Dragged his ass out of the ground. He didn't ask to be here.
Well, you know what? I have a single name. Now he has a single name. He is my thrall.
All right, so we'll save the lesbians stay. Yeah, we're not rolling for this. Do not fucking
Oh
roll.
my god!
Roll for lesbians.
You will
Okay,
get
so
kicked out.
okay. So let's just give you some context. In the last campaign, not only did I have to take off my clothes and dance in front of Marcus, but then I had to kiss him. And then
And
she
they had a
came out of it.
baby.
But as soon as I look at a dwarf and say, "Hey, your hands are soft," whoa, well then I'm crossing some kind of line. Okay.
Well, there was
Well,
a lot of.
give you
there
some
was a lot of.
context.
There is also a lot of innuendo.
There was a
in
lot of
this, I'm saying.
innuendo there.
More like
Oh.
innuendo.
There was
God.
really
You-
no innuendo with Marcus. There was
Really?
anyways.
You literally had my character have his baby. Okay, how do you think that happens? Do I need to tell you how big?
I mean, that's not an innuendo anymore.
It's not an
Ah,
innuendo,
flat out.
Harry. That's just the.
You know what?
Let's not bring that up.
Innuendo.
Let's not bring that up. That was sad. Come on.
Aw.
What are you doing to me?
Don't
Carrie's
cry
breaking
anymore.
I've
That's
gotten over
it.
that. There were days like that. That wrecked my day. I need to take a break
Oh
now.
my
God damn it.
What?
Yep. I need to take a quick break.
I
Everyone's
broke
gotta
him.
hear.
I need to.
Harry, what have you done?
I
Alright,
you know
broke
what?
him.
Hang
All
on.
the times that
Get
he's
here.
broken me, I
Hang
broke
on.
him one time.
Hang on. So where we are at is Hammerstein has summoned. I can't spell. That was my choice. Yeah, that was his choice. We're I still
Yes.
break you. Yes, you do, Lord Fancy. So we're gonna take a quick break. So
Let me get some
Mara
boost.
and Gwen have fallen asleep. Hammerstein is off finding his Death Knight ways in the middle of the night, and we're gonna take a break, and then we will fast forward to the morning.
I'm
Okay?
about to get beat during this break, you guys.
So I'm going to go on mute and go away. So we shall return momentarily. Enjoy the music. Don't go away.
I'm gonna go away already. Fuck
Bye.
you.
We'll be right back.
I won't.
Cloudy never comes back.
Horde will never die.
Alright, I think we're just about ready to get going here. Let's return the camera. Turn up the volume.
Let me put this away. Put this down nice and gently.
Turn off the music and return back to the live screen after.
I'm not ready. I'm not. Where's my
Carrie,
blanket?
You're ready.
Oh,
In that bit.
You're ready.
There's my blanket.
After Carrie broke me, talking about another D&D session.
Yep. I gotta get myself
I had to
resituated.
walk away.
Is that like meta game?
Context!
I had to walk away.
Is that like meta gaming?
I had to
It's
walk
meta
away.
gaming, right? If you talk about a different D&D game.
Exactly.
Within
Wow.
a D&D game.
Super
Shit,
meta
that's
gaming.
deep. That's
Yeah,
like
Well, I'm getting
meta
fired
gaming
from
inception.
D&D confirmed.
No, you're not. That was
Carrier is fired from D&D.
I didn't know
I
Hulk
just
had
have-
that type of power.
I have very
My evaluation wasn't good.
I have very strong feelings about that D&D session, and I just can't get over them. You know, it was
But you know what?
it was very sad.
It was a good story. I mean,
It was
a
literally
great story.
I saw like 3 of them.
bawling. I was
Everybody-
bawling.
Like I had to turn away from the camera. Like that was how bad it got.
He did. He did like this whole like. He did like this thing where he's just like, yeah.
Like, I'm not crying, you are.
Yeah.
You're crying.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody
not
knew,
upset.
everybody knew I was crying, and yeah, thank you, Lord Fancy. You know what? But the story was powerful, and that was what that's what makes a story. You know, like we talked about it, and we were figuring it out, and that was what made a great story.
Carrie broke, Kelk broke, I didn't break.
Yeah, I know.
Freya
anyways.
died, so
So, returning to this D&D session, then, Mara
Fast
and
forward.
Gwen fast asleep. Morning has come. Light peeks into the window. Mara and Gwendolyn are just in different angles on the bed, just you know.
I'm sorry.
snoring.
What position are we in?
You are in like insane position, like Gwendolyn.
Oh, we're in
is
insane
hanging-
position.
Sort of like what I do.
we're like
Hanging on-
gymnasts. We're all bendy and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we're like contortionists. Yeah, we're definitely flexible.
lesbian.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Oh, that's clever, Carrie. Anyways,
Just
I
accept it,
hate
don't
you
really
so
stop me.
much right now.
Yeah,
Get
how
out
do
of
you-
here.
how do
Let
you
them
hate
have
me
it.
so much?
Because she wants it to be a thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's clever, Carrie. That's clever.
That's clever. I don't want any romance in this. God damn it.
It's not a romance. It's just a little brave bling. you
Okay,
know?
well, you guys can discuss it like that. Anyways, the
Anywho.
light peeks in, waking both of you up.
I look over at Gwen. I'm like, damn, haters gonna hate, right? Like, you're so. It was so nice getting to know you last night, Gwen.
Yeah. So much fun. Mornings are awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
you were such a good bedmate.
You almost had a spit take right there. I'm not gonna lie.
like,
Okay. Yeah. Like full blown just. That's good.
Oh,
That's
it's
good.
so much fun to make you uncomfortable.
I'm very much a dad. I don't know. It's
Papa
And
house
if one
over
of your
here.
kids ends up being gay,
That's
then
fine.
you're gonna be all right.
No, I'm gonna be fine. Believe me. Okay. You know, I'll be
I'm
fine. Out of everyone in my family, I will be fine. And I'm talking, like we are probably the most progressive people that there really are. So, anyways, moving on.
Anywho, back to
Anywho,
the story.
you guys.
Ellen
did-
and Portia, who?
Ellen and Portia, who?
Who? What?
Anyways, go ahead.
As I groggily wake up, recalling our conversation last night with Mage Cool Dad over there.
Malin.
We
I
have stopped
learned-
drinking. Maybe you won't have it come out your nose. Jeez.
It's cool, Dad. Okay, go ahead.
I learned
Malin.
Mage Cool Dad. It was like, that was fun. And I look over at Matt, and I'm like, I never told you last night. Did you know I was raised by night elves?
No, you didn't mention that.
No, we never got around to me, so I'm letting you know now.
Oh shit!
It's fine. I don't care. At least the less you better. No one gets attached. But like, I get you. I know
I
what
just
you're
got
saying.
lost in your eyes. I forgot to ask about
You
you.
got loused in the house.
Whoopsie.
Loused in your eyes.
I got lost in your eyes.
And as I sort of like follow myself off the bed to sort of get ready, and I'm like, you should really have more trust in your commanding officers. You say your alliance, and I know that Hammerstein seems like a real dick in the mud, but they know what they're doing. They've been put in these positions for a reason. And it's not that I am telling you how to think. I simply make a suggestion from the outside.
I understand that, but he is a dick in the mud.
Oh,
And
completely. He didn't even want to come out and like
A dick in the mud.
talk.
isn't that what she said?
She
I
said
said
stick in
stick,
the mud.
but like, let's go with dick in the mud. That's more fun.
Yeah, this works.
The real dick in the mud.
The dick in the mud.
I heard.
Trying my best here.
Dagger of Azeroth, more like Dick of Azeroth. Alright.
Yes.
Hell,
Oh god,
this
I'm
is,
crying.
Oh god, I'm crying.
This is our greatest
Just-
moment.
This is just let it wash over me hearing the dick in the
Every
mud.
time I
We're
watch the stream,
never
you guys
like
are
this. What are
so
you doing
serious.
to us? Like this is so. Oh god.
This is
I
so
can't
not
take
this stream.
anything seriously. I'm so sorry that you let me onto the stream. I
It's
can't
okay,
do it.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
But I really
So-
on our travels, you will get to know him yourself, and I will let you make your own judgment about him.
to
But
be fair, I've not been traveling with him as long as you have. But,
don't look for any sympathy from me towards him.
oh, everyone has their own gig. Don't get me wrong. And trust your superiors, especially ours. They know what they're doing.
I'm liking your gig, Gwen.
The
Meanwhile, I make my
Oh,
way to
gosh.
Stormwind Keep.
so
No.
you two should probably hurry up because morning has broken and it's time to
Oh God, we
to
have
meet
the
with the
meeting
king.
with the king. We gotta go, girl. Get dressed. We
I
can't.
said I rolled out of bed and started getting ready.
I know, but like we can't let the king see us like this. Help me. I need to get my clothes.
Snap, snap.
Cause nothing happened last
Damn,
night.
so you're trying to help us.
because nothing happened last night.
Hey,
Wink,
I'm like
wink.
off already.
I mean,
with
you don't remember anything, but
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, is my hippogriff outside? Is Luna okay?
Luna is still outside.
And is okay.
Baller. So I jump on her and I motion Mara up and be off to where we need to go.
Yes, I climb up and I wrap my arms around her so I don't fall off, and off we go.
As you fly off, you see Stormwind Keep rapidly approach. You see a lone figure standing out front, just basically, well, not lone, but there appears to be two at this moment. You bring the hippogriff down, and you notice it's Hammerstein, but he seems to have a ghoul in tow. So, there you go.
Good morning, Stick in the Mud. How are you?
Dick in the mud, right?
I said stick that time again,
Yeah,
and
no,
you guys are changing it to
No,
Dick.
I heard stick the first time, and when she said
You see,
dick in the
chat?
mud.
This poor
Fine.
guy just wanted to narrate a nice story, roll for vomit and lesbian adventure
Yeah, I know.
story.
This has been the night, rolling for vomit and
This
lesbians.
is
so.
Hulk's
Fine.
off
Hey,
night.
Dick in the Mud. How's it going?
Happy to help, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Anyways, moving on.
I may have filled her in about you last night, Hammerstein, while we were wrestling and such.
God fucking damn it.
Alright.
All right, Hammerstein, that was a great reaction to that. Okay.
He's got nothing.
I
Yeah.
have nothing like, alright, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's get on
So-
with this.
You approach Stormwind Keep, and there is a variety of guard around, and one halts you as you approach and asks, "What's your business in Stormwind Keep?"
Mara, you got a letter, right?
Yeah.
right, there it is.
Pull out my letter.
The
Close enough.
guard regards the letter and starts
I
reading.
pull out my letter. Here you go.
Opens the scroll, starts reading it, and goes. Looks up, and looks nervously, and calls another guard over. You hear you hear a brief conversation. You can't recognize any words. He goes, "One moment, please." The other
Wait,
guard runs off.
Can my hippogriff come into the castle with us?
With a command like this, yes.
Dope. All right, Luna's
Just-
definitely coming.
Like
Dope. So
the,
stand.
the guard just
Dope.
stands there. He goes, "One moment, please." And a few minutes pass, and guards in a different color uniform, different design of garb. These are the King's Guard. March out. One walks forward and goes, "You wish to meet with King Anduin, is that correct?"
Yes, we have a meeting with him.
The guard nods his head. "Please follow me. We will approach the throne room. Your hippogriff may follow."
Sweet.
They all turn and start marching towards the inner sanctum of the keep. And they motion for you to follow.
I follow.
All right.
Happily plod along behind.
You enter into Stormwind Keep. You can notice the tremendous guard presence here. For every foot that you walk, you nearly recognize one guard for every foot.
That's a lot of guards.
Are they like lined up on the sides?
Yep. All in very straight posture, holding swords in front of them.
I look to Gwen. Something big must be happening.
Did you ever
happened?
read what was on that letter?
Yes, it was parchment from the king himself, ordering us to discover why the civilians from Darnassus, from the Teldrassil tree, weren't evacuated here through the portal in Stormwind.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Cool.
Because Stormwind and Darnassus are main cities for the Alliance, and the portals between the cities instantly let people teleport to and from the city. So the portal should have been open to evacuate them to Stormwind, and it wasn't, and so civilians died.
Gotcha. Okay.
And as like King of Stormwind, he wants us to figure out why.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
As you march into the keep, you come upon the throne room. There, seated upon the singular throne, you lay eyes upon what appears to be someone who is no more than 18 years old. Long blonde hair.
baby.
Long blonde hair flowing to
Thor
the side.
looking motherfucker.
A baby Thor. Like a really small one.
Yeah.
Not armor of a warrior, but the common clothes of a king adorn him. No crown rests upon his head.
Mhm.
He puts his hand out and goes, "My followers, welcome to Stormwind Keep. I apologize for the military presence, but this is the way of war, as I am told. I am Anduin Rin, son of Varian Rin, Logosh. How may I help you?" And he dips into a bow, and one of his soldiers nudges into him. He goes, "Kings don't bow."
Mara, are you gonna take the lead on this one, or
I guess
him?
I have to, because
He looks.
I know you don't want me to take the lead on this.
He looks to the rest of the party. Wide eyes.
I kneel before him, most honorable and gracious king. We are here to answer your summons to discover why the civilians from my beautiful home and my family weren't evacuated when the tree burnt to the safety here in Stormwind.
Oh, yes. May I have your name?
Mara?
Mara. Most beautiful Mara. Thank you. And may I have your companions' names?
I'll let them introduce themselves. I'm not our leader. I do not speak for our group.
Oh, okay. Thank you. He looks to the other two.
I am Hammerstein.
Hammerstein, welcome. You are most welcome to Stormwind Keep. And
Hi, I'm Gwen. This here is Luna.
I wink at Gwen. She's a lot of fun, my king.
Wow, that's really informal.
Yeah. Like the guards kind of rustle. You hear armor kind of move, and the king nods and goes, "I appreciate the informality, Gwen. You have to understand, I am a new king, and this is not what I am used to. I was king when I was a baby, and now I'm king as an 18-year-old. So
It's a tough job, sir. Don't worry.
this is
Or your Majesty.
This is not
whatever
the
you-
life I had ever wanted." He goes, "But it is a job I will take reluctantly."
The
He goes,
task could
"Please."
not have fallen upon a better man, my king.
Anduin bows his head deeply and goes, "I am grateful for your compliments. Thank you, young priestess." And he goes, "And I say young, you are probably many years older than me." He goes, "I apologize." And
Oh, no apology needed, my king. I know what.
his advisors quickly correct him. That's not how a king acts. He finally raises his hands and goes, "Enough! I will meet with them in the courtyard. Follow me."
Oh, thank God.
He He walks forward. He's like, no card! You follow behind into the courtyard with him. No guards follow him as you approach him. The hippogriff, the dwarf, the night elf, and the undead gnome.
Oh.
He goes, so you wish to discuss with me my orders. Feel free to ask me any questions.
Your Majesty, we need to speak with you about one of your highest and most trusted commanders, as we are currently investigating whether or not he had any part in the portals not being available to the civilians for the evacuation. My companion Hammerstein can explain more.
He nods to Mara and he goes, the death of your people weighs heavily on my mind. The Horde has been taken to a dark place. He places a hand on your shoulder, Mara.
I appreciate your compassion, my king.
He goes, may we pray to the light for those that have been lost to you.
If it pleases you, sire.
You hear words being uttered. A bright light engulfs Anduin as he does so. And then just as he finishes the words, the light fades. Your ancestors are happy. They find peace.
They live their life in honor. Sir, I have no doubts that they have found peace.
One day you will find your way to them. I have no doubts.
I look forward to that day.
But not too soon, I hope.
Not quite yet, sir.
Unfinished business as it was, right?
I nod.
He looks to Hammerstein. Well, sir, what have you for me?
Well, just a bunch of accusations, my young king. And I mean no disrespect or any...
He nods and smiles. He goes, I take no offense. I am but 18 years old. My father thrust this responsibility.
Such a heavy role on such a young man.
Such a heavy role, but yet such a heavy role I thrust upon every young man in this kingdom. Correct?
It's true.
You walk through these streets, you see people no older than me, armed, ready to give their life for the Alliance. And that's what they will say as they give their life. And it is unfortunate. War is not the path I wanted with the Horde. But war is the path we have taken. And this is it.
Alright. And I mean no ill will or acts of treason of what I'm saying, but only accusations with prior events that happened within the Alliance. And what has happened.
He looks at Hammerstein and says, speak freely. You are safe with me.
Alright.
I sneer at Hammerstein and I say, go ahead. Tell him everything you learned from your personal visit with Sylvanas.
Okay. So, after a whole shebang with,
Shebang.
with, an almost in a cataclysmic event, to say the least, and back in the Ice-Crowned Citadel, we came into encounter with the Banshee. The fuck is that sound? My ears.
Nothing.
Nothing. That was nothing.
That's what I get for having my volume so high.
Continue on.
We had an encounter with the Banshee Queen herself. And upon one of your airships and there's me, Mara, and one of our late companions, Gareth, is retired to say the least from SI7. We're aboard the Horde's ship, and Greymane not acting upon anything, just letting losses be losses. Left us. We ended up in Orgrimmar. I stayed to see both sides of a coin, and some allies question my methods of my work, but I've learned nothing from them. But back on the subject of the matter of the burning of the tree, I suspect it to be of a Worgen, possibly Greymane, but for reasons of similarities. Since there was no real rescue or aid sent to Gilneas during its fall. And now Greymane being one of your most trusted men, if having you to have sent reinforcements then, what would he would probably have thought, what if there were reinforcements sent to his city back those many years ago?
Anduin looks off to the distance.
I give these rumors no credence, my king. I believe it to be Sylvanas' plan to separate us by making us fight amongst each other, creating distrust amongst you and your most trusted in command, your advisors. I also believe that she has returned this Death Knight to us merely to be a spy and act as a double agent, giving her information about our plans and other war efforts.
Anduin raises his head. He considers the words of each. He looks to the distance and goes, during the incursion of Gilneas, the Alliance left Gilneas to defend itself. We all know that, correct?
I nod my head in agreement.
Yes, sir. Gwen's like, I do now.
Even when
Whatever you say.
they were
Taking it all in.
even
Not
when
wait.
A
they
lot.
were dealing with the Worgen virus, we still made them stand alone. Not me,
But your father.
but my father.
And it's
Not even
nothing
my
left.
father. My father was off in the arenas with amnesia. It was but Bolvar Foredragon who allowed Gilneas to be invaded.
Oh, yeah.
He looks. And Sylvanas thinks that this would be the reason that portals weren't open. He looks to Mara.
That's her official statement, yes.
Sylvanas is everything but a liar. Do you remember the meeting, Mara?
The meeting with Sylvanas?
Let me refresh your mind, as many of you are not aware, most likely. There are many families in Stormwind that have forsaken families. And I'm aware of this, and they are too. And so is Sylvanas. I sent her a letter. It was not one of hatred, it was one of mutual respect. He looks down and sighs heavily. I asked her to spare the hostilities and to allow us to all meet, to allow the human families to meet with their forsaken brethren. And she agreed. She allowed this. Not because I'm a great person, not because she had anything to gain, but because she saw that it would foster togetherness. And some of the Forsaken met with their families, and they left immediately because they could not bear to see their living comrades. They could not bear to show themselves to the living comrades. He turns. But some stayed, wanting to spend time with the living, to see how they were doing. And the living wanting to see how the undead were doing. He rubs his face, where a beard would be expected, but none had grown. But some families attempted to take the undead with them. That was not part of the agreement. I knew it. Sylvanas knew it. The entire field was destroyed that day. And I could not do anything but watch from my perch. Because it was what I had agreed upon. I had not defended any of them. Because this was the way that it would be. Sylvanas would not allow what had occurred. She had agreed to the terms. Sylvanas is not a liar. Tactics are one thing, but her statements are another. If she had said these words to you, she stares deep at Mara, or he stares deep at Mara. Then it's what she truly believes.
Like Hammerstein said, my liege, we have no physical, concrete proof. Just the word of a horde leader that you know very well may not be a liar, but would also say and do anything for the glory of the horde.
And now a rogue Worgen leaving the Starcades with Sourfang.
We did hear that Sourfang escaped with a worgen, my king. We suspect it may be the worgen that we previously traveled with, who was a previous member of SI7. But again, we have no proof or evidence to corroborate that.
Do you know who stood to gain the most from us invading Lordaeron?
Greymane?
And why?
Savants.
He looks to Hammerstein and Mara. Explain both your answers.
You go first, Hammerstein.
Hammerstein.
Alright. Alright. What's my answer?
What is your answer?
My answer is... I was just thinking outside of my head. Thinking a lot. But, nonetheless, I said something, and I must answer it.
He smiles. He goes, You are right. The invasion of Lordaeron has galvanized the Horde. There is undoubtedly a reason for that. He nods to you. Looks to Mara. And your answer.
I don't know how such a thing could benefit Greymane any more than the rest of us. You know him better than I do. I'm not familiar with the worgen.
He looks at you and goes, Do you know where we had to march from Stormwind? Do you know the path that we had to take?
No, my king.
We traveled through Cosmodan, the land of the dwarves, right? He looks to Gwendolyn and nods his head.
Give a little kiss, and they're like, yeah.
And then we marched through Silverpine. Gilneas, which was a forsaken stronghold, could not be held any longer. It was the first in the invasion of Lordaeron. The might of the Alliance would not allow it. We took it. And Gilneas is ours. And then we set our sights on Lordaeron. As you know, were any of you involved in the invasion? He looks to the three of you.
Wasn't I at Lordaeron?
No, Gwen was.
No, Gwen was.
Oh, I was. Hey, what's
There's
up?
spirit, Mara.
He nods to Gwen. It was a
Yep.
hard-fought battle for naught. She poisoned the land, as we had assumed she would. If anything, the Banshee Queen is a tactician. But Gilneas is once more within the Alliance fold. We lost Teldrassil. We did not gain Lordaeron. But we gained Gilneas. I think your gnome speaks more truths than you give him credit for. He looks at all of you. This is where this conversation stays. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Perfectly.
Yes, my king.
Greymane is a powerful ally and a powerful warrior. I must not cross him at this point. He is a founder of the Alliance. But if he had a hand in this, you see a rage billowing up in Anduin. You look to his side. You see a sword, Varian sword, glow bright red. Never mind. He looks at each one of you. Thank you for coming here today. My guards will see you out.
Thank you for meeting with us, my king. It's been a great honor having an audience with you.
He nods. I am but a young king. I am learning the ways of this position. I hope that I have been of some help, that this has been of some use to all of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe you are wise beyond your years, and I look forward to seeing your rule as king.
He nods. And I look forward to hearing of your accolades as warriors.
You are a young King Anduin, but be a good king.
You can see a slight flush on his face. Thank you. As he bids you out of the courtyard. Be a good boy.
You are a young king. You are king.
He's a baby.
You exit out of Stormwind Keep.
I'm 1,250 years old. He is a baby.
He is a baby.
Come on.
He's
I
a
was in
baby
back
for me.
when I was
Jesus.
18-year-old. I think he's doing great.
No.
Yeah, that's right, Gwen. That's my girl. Probably someone who's not talking shit about the Alliance all day, every day.
You exit the keep, and you're all available to discuss the words of Anduin Rin amongst yourselves.
Well, it seems like everybody's buying your bullshit, Hammerstein. How does that feel? You happy?
Clearly not everyone.
Well, not everyone is as gullible as an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
And you think as Shaw gullible then?
I didn't say that.
You said everyone. And if you're saying that, you assume that Shaw believes what I've said.
Well, let's hope it does. What is this?
You guys are doing your thing. Literally, are we even out of the castle yet, or did we just leave the garden? So you guys arguing in front of the garden?
What is this?
This is me being like, just mind my own business over here, I guess.
She just wants the tips to touch. She's just touching the tips. It's okay.
Just touch the tips.
You've
Please tell me we're outside.
you are
We are
outside. You are
Thank
outside.
God, otherwise I would have hit you both. Alright, look.
Shit.
As
You're
you
too little. You would have smacked my knee. Then.
She would smack me. I'm like a little bit shorter than her, but still.
Great, and we've all gotten around to that we're gonna smack each other. Super cool. So,
as you
let's take what our king said to heart.
as you continue through the streets of Stormwind, the streets narrow, and you come upon a series of soldiers of Stormwind. You see it, right?
Yes.
What? No, because I'm not looking at the map.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Sounds like a you thing then.
That is a me thing.
One of the soldiers goes,
Damn, these buildings have heights. Whoa.
"Hey, look at the little people playing soldier."
I look at the soldier. Who you calling little? I'm taller than you.
One of the soldiers walks over and goes, "Have a nice meeting with the king, did we?"
That's none of your business, soldier.
Through the helmet, you hear a laugh erupt. And then just as he turns towards his fellow soldiers, he comes around and slaps Mara, bringing her to the ground.
Slapping me, Hulk!
At least he's not in the shoulder with an axe or a sword.
You hear,
Or like the guy who smacked me in the bar the other night?
you hear
Great.
the sound of weapons drawn. "We don't like the questions you're asking."
Well,
I think it's time to eliminate all of you. Roll for initiative.
I don't even know my second thing. Is it a 3? It's a 3. My plus thing.
Wait.
My
D20
Okay.
plus 3. D20 plus 3, Gwen.
Okay. Slash. Roll.
Damn, I know I'm going last.
Dude. Hold on, it moved. D20
Yeah.
Plus 3.
plus 3.
3.
Oh!
Look at Grace.
That's what's up!
Little people for the win. Am I right?
Literally fucking fight me.
She walks up with her axe and cuts him down by their.
Alright.
Well, that's just
When
initiative.
you're equipped with a bow and a pistol on your side.
A bow and a pistol. Okay.
Yep. There is the soldier is still standing menacingly over Mara.
Okay.
There are 4 other soldiers in view, other than this one.
I wipe the blood from my mouth and I look up at him and I smile and I'm like, "You're gonna regret ever touching me."
All right. I walk up to the soldier that smacked Mara. And I go to punch him in the dick.
Yeah! Dick in the
Punch him.
mud!
Shit, that's my job. Someone stole my
Punch
job.
him in the
too.
dick. Okay.
Punch him in the dick!
That's
Two-
my
Don't say
job,
yum,
though.
Olsen. What the fuck?
That's
Two-
my thing. Genitalia
2D
evisceration's my job.
2d8 plus 3.
2d8 plus 3. Okay. Slash. Roll. 2d8 plus 3. Alright.
The two blows come crashing into the Stormwind soldier's groin area. One descends upon it. You hear a smack, just as if you had slapped his face. You see vomit immediately fall out of his face.
Hey,
Your
roll
second-
vomit!
Your second fist comes crashing in to the same spot, and that's when you feel a burst. And he
Well-
screams,
That's my fucking.
and his
my-
eyes roll
That's
into
my
the back
job.
of his head. The Stormwind soldier falls down, vomits, and is disabled from the battle.
Ha!
Is genital
The
evisceration.
other 4
Ha!
viewing
That brings me
said
back.
attack, and I'm gonna put you right there. Viewing said attack are a little bit more trepidous, none to say.
I have
Better brought your cups,
But-
boys.
Luna comes up behind me and sort of like flanks me. And I look at all 4 of them and I like sort of just like hold out my arms and go, "All right, who's next?"
The next one
Let's
runs
go!
right
Bring
past
it.
you
Past me, alright, bye.
and goes to attack Carrie.
Ah!
Wait, if he goes
Or
past
Mara.
me, do I get an attack of opportunity?
You can roll it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You hit. Roll for damage. What are you doing?
Me?
Mm-mm. She rolled an attack of opportunity.
Well,
Did I?
It hits,
Where?
yeah.
Oh, I hit automatically?
Or
I didn't roll, she
oh,
rolled.
you didn't roll? I thought that was your roll.
No, that was
1d20.
that was
1d20.
Like,
Oh, if I... Okay, cool. Alright, roll. D20. Awful, I miss him.
You miss him.
Hard.
Can I
Hardness.
try for an attack of
This one-
opportunity?
This one attacks. Attacks Mara. He misses. The sword slices, but Mara is close enough to the ground to where the sword slices too high. The next runs up to Gwen and attacks. Yeah. He draws a sword and draws a long slice. But he is a young soldier and misses a veteran soldier like Gwen. You laugh in his face as he misses. The next soldier runs past Luna.
Can I go for an attack of opportunity?
You can, since he ran
All
past
right.
you.
I'll do that.
Does Luna get a chance to try and kick him? Does she get a turn? Or what?
First
Wow,
Luna,
these rolls
then...
are not really with us.
Well, ignore that one
know,
because that
right?
wasn't the right one. Roll for Luna first, and then Hammerstein.
Okay.
Okay, roll. 20. Yeah, Luna's not really feeling it
Luna-
right now, guys.
Wow.
Luna throws her feet out, but nothing
You
connects.
tried really hard, okay?
All right,
All right.
now Hammerstein.
Now I roll. Okay. Boom.
Roll your damage. What are you attacking with?
I'm gonna attack with my rune blade. So that's a 1d10 plus a d2.
Okay.
Yeah!
So, I'm gonna roll the d10 and then a d2 because I don't know how to do commands.
Yep, that's fine.
And slash. Full
The
set.
rune blade drags across the leg of the soldier. And the soldier comes up lame as he comes running by you. Blood starting to pour into the streets.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. I remember my rune blade. It heals me.
7, yeah. He looks a little bit haggard as he hops on by you and lines up his own attack.
Wow.
Roll for damage,
All right.
Hammerstein.
I will.
Oof! Oof!
The soldier.
I know, right?
Oh,
Wait, I'm not done yet. There. That's a
The
whole
soldier.
10 damage.
Wow.
the soldier, in a haphazard way, swings his sword across. You see just the sword fly out from his hands. He's just not an experienced
And he
footman.
just stabs
The
himself.
sword goes flying across the alley, missing everything. Hammerstein, a veteran, brings his rune blade forward, smiles through his helmet, and brings the rune blade through the footman's chest, driving it deep until you see the blade rip through the back of the armor. The footman screams. You see Hammerstein holding his head just close to his, smiling all the while. just every so often jabbing it a little bit further.
Damn,
That's so
son!
creepy. Yeah.
Get him!
Thank
And-
you, Hal.
Crush his nuts!
The eyes roll back,
Wow.
and the footman is no more
Wait, what?
as he collapses to the ground. There are 3 footmen left. The last one, seemingly a little bit flustered from all of this, decides that he's going to take on Mara as well. You may roll an initiative here, Mara. Or
Initiative.
an attack of opportunity. Sorry.
Oh, suck it. Suck
As
it.
as
Wait,
roll
you
for
mean
damage. What are you doing to him?
Hit him in the nuts! Hit him in the nuts!
I'm
Oh, the
Oh,
staff
oh.
is out.
The
The
staff
staff
is
is out.
out.
The
You got
staff
the
is
staff?
out.
I got
Oh
the
no!
staff
Is that going with a
Alright.
shit.
sunshine?
all right. Let's
I was
go.
gonna say baseball bat him in the nuts, but I like the staff thing.
Staff ball bat him in the nuts.
Do you
Um,
have a roll for that?
I don't think she does.
You have a roll for that.
Carrie, do you have a damage to shooting people with a piece of wood?
Spell. This is spell attack, right? Or damage?
If you want to do this is damage now. Yep.
Okay, spell. Damage. Where? Okay, I smite him. Wait.
What's
I don't think
the
this- Yeah, but I don't think
Oh
this.
shit! Now it's in my. I'm gonna start screaming.
Here, let me see.
Kinda can't.
is that
No.
Warm paper towel!
Actually, just go with the first one.
okay? What are we doing?
Oh,
So
damage.
6.
Damage, yeah.
The footman trips over himself trying to run by the hippogriff, Gwen, Mara, and Hammerstein, which Mara looks upon with disdain as he lays next to her. She puts her hand out ominously. Her eyes go pupilless. And smite is cast upon the footman, dealing 6 damage. The footman screams in agony as the damage is taken.
I walk up to him and I say, I told you shouldn't have touched me.
Ah, bitch!
That one's already down though. It's down for the count.
It doesn't matter. I told them all that they shouldn't have touched me.
Gwen, it's once again your turn.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yep.
My head tack. Alright,
I cheer Gwen on. Get him, girl!
get him, fuck him up.
I look at Hammerstein. I say, "That's my girl. I taught her everything."
Okay.
Alright. So the
Thank
dude
you
in
for
front
the
of me.
follow,
What are the two
Blazer.
weapons I have
What's
again?
that?
What are the 2 weapons I have again? I have a pistol and a.
And a
A
bow.
bow.
Oh, nah.
Your bow probably won't be good right here.
No.
Just warning you.
It's
So there's
long
a dude
range.
in front of me,
And
Yep.
there's 2 dudes behind you.
and there's
What do
2
you do?
guys behind me. I'm gonna try and hit the guy in front of me, but I'm gonna try and shoot him with my pistol.
All right.
Roll
1d6 4.
6 plus 4
Yep.
plus 4.
Ooh,
Could have been better, but
You know what?
could have been worse.
You had to roll for hit first. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
So roll 20.
roll.
Yeah, always
1d20.
roll 20
That's
first.
what I thought. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll just take
Sorry.
it. Automatic. I'm
That's
fine
my
with that.
bad.
Just winging it.
Thank you,
Always
Turtles,
do
for the
20
follow.
first.
Oh, you
But
hit
it-
him. And we'll go
you
with that
hit
Medium
damage.
hard.
We'll go
Do you
for that.
want-
Does that mean I
Now-
get to?
Now, do you want that damage previously, or do you want to roll again for damage?
I don't know.
So you rolled a 3.
I'm scared of rolling worse.
You can just let that land.
I mean, 7's not bad.
Yeah, the 7 really isn't that bad. Fuck it, I'll risk it. I'm gonna roll.
Okay. Here we go.
Roll
1d6 4.
d6. Wait, plus 4. same exact fucking roll.
It was to be. You were supposed
well,
to roll
there you
7.
go. Yeah, right. The roll
Consistent.
got
Gwen.
broken.
Gwen, while looking towards her comrades, pulls her pistol nonchalantly. It just pops,
Flicks her hair.
flicks her hair,
The
fires
gun
off a
going
shot.
off like
The
rustles my
footman
hair.
grimaces and grabs his side as the bullet penetrates his armor.
Bullet penetrates his what?
Armor. God damn it, Carrie.
Harry, get your mind out of the gutter.
You guys are so mean to me.
I'm not mean to you.
It's serious fight time, alright? We haven't got the fight in a while. I want blood.
Yeah, serious fight time.
Mara.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
serious fight time as I
Yes,
open them guy in his
Dungeon
dick.
Master.
The footman. The
Hold on.
footman right behind you looks to attack. He rolls.
I do some crazy Matrix moves, and
That's not it.
Oops.
Wait,
Why do you go through the commands?
so close.
Dice, it's easier.
It's just what I
Aw, what the?
Fair
How
enough.
am I supposed to follow that?
do. The hit lands.
So there's a D100. Damn.
Wow.
Shout out, you're doing great, sweetheart. Keep smiling.
Oh, I think I found
Yeah.
myself a cheerleader.
The-
She is always right there when I.
The footman. The footman slices with his long sword, towards Mara. It doesn't do much damage, but a satchel on her side opens, and something falls out. It rolls towards Hammerstein. Along the way, grass begins to grow.
Ooh.
I
Entire
am.
street is full of overgrowth at the moment, and it rests at the foot of Hammerstein. It is an object of somewhat cylindrical, maybe diamond shape, brownish in color.
Nope, it glows green.
Glow screen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know what this item is, and it's intriguing me.
What do you do?
I'm
I-
crawling towards it and I'm clamoring towards it while you decide which.
I pick it up, pocket it.
And I
Hammerstein.
scream at you. I say, "Give that to me now!"
I don't think you can see me.
Hammerstein picks up the trinket and screams immediately as he grasps it. A bright light fills the area. All of the Stormwind soldiers retreat due to the glimmer that is from what just occurred.
It looks like this. That's what it looks like.
You know, I wish I had it loaded and I knew this was gonna happen. Because I had the
This
perfect
is-
scream thing.
There is
This
a.
is what it looks like.
He continues to scream
Shit.
from holding on to it.
What fucking put
The
it down?
light blinds the entire area. And as the light begins to fade, the scream ends. And just as the light fades, it comes into vision of Mara and Gwendolyn. They look upon Hammerstein, and not as a death knight, but a naked gnome, living,
Naked.
Whoa!
Ah,
lying
do I have a leaf at
in
least?
the
Can I grab a
street.
leaf from
Hey,
my
stop!
Ah!
Lying in the street. All of his flesh intact.
Oh shit.
No longer undead.
No
No longer undead, no longer Death Knight. Does that mean I'm a paladin?
Fuck, son.
And
And that was
right,
in your pocket?
and right there is where we end this
God
week.
damn it.
Alright.
Now I'm no
Dagger
longer
of
undead,
Azeroth.
but thank you. Now I don't have to paint my face.
No, you could be a human now.
No, I ain't no human. I'm a
I'm a
fucking
real
gnome.
He's
boy.
a gnome. Okay.
I'm a
okay,
real
okay,
boy.
okay, hang on. So everybody that is
Okay.
in Discord, please stay
Okay.
with me for a little bit. Thank
You
you
know, I'm
all
just
who
cleaning
are
up.
in Twitch. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for the follows. Jesus Christ, that was awesome. We ran a little bit long, so I'm sorry for that. But we've got a lot to talk about off screen. So,
Yeah. A lot. Real
so-
questions I'm gonna ask her right now after this thing.
I
I want to know if I still get my weapons.
So you will all find out what's going on next week in the Dagger of Azeroth. I hope you all have a great week. Thank you all so much.
Can we get a round of applause for Grace?
Yeah, I know.
For
Let's
how
get
she's
it.
doing
Yeah.
this week?
Come
Can we
Thank
get
you all.
some hypes in chat for our guest star, Gwen today? She did an
Gwen-
amazing job.
Gwen
Hopefully-
really, Edgar Allan Poe really put forward. She really put
Yeah.
forth such an awesome.
Yeah, the
cosplay.
cosplay, the role
She
play.
cosplayed, role played, did
Yeah.
everything that was asked, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this is me talking to you, Edgar Allan Poe, for just being here, wanting to commit to this, and doing it, and because it really is a commitment to sit through this shit and listen to me have to fucking talk at you and just do this shit. So thank you so much.
Hopefully
Now,
we'll
thank
see
you.
again.
Sorry
Yeah, I
for
rated-
derailing it there for a little bit, but thanks for letting me punch that guy in the nuts.
Hey,
That's-
the
Yeah,
double
I
fist of the
braided my hair
nuts.
just to match you, Grace. Grace, I was like braiding my hair just to match
started
you.
braiding it so she could
Yeah, I was like, I had to. Yeah.
Agreed.
This was very fun.
Love to
This was
see
fun.
you again in the future, Grace. You're
Thank
so
you for
much
having me.
Well,
I
thank
love
you
you
again. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go to credits. All of you stay right here.
I won't
What?
go
Now I
nowhere.
have a-
I will see all
Now
of
I
you
have to redo
momentarily.
my
When I
fucking
come back
character sheet.
when my camera returns, that means you know when I've returned.
Fucking
So
shit.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you all again. Thank you so much for hanging out, for all the follows. I appreciate all of you. You are all awesome. I love my players so much, but you guys who sit through this, who support us all through this, you are so great. We work so hard. They all work so hard, and for you to hang out and give them support, I love it. I hope that you all come back next week. We will have an even better story, and we are developing this. And thank you so much, Edgar Allan Poe. I so appreciate it. You are, you know what? I try to do what I can, and we have so, like, I love the energy that was brought tonight. We had so much fun. It was so funny. We were laughing so much, and I hope you all come back for that. It probably won't be as funny because next week is chapter 10, double digits, 10 weeks, and we will be hitting the teeth of this story because that's where we are now. We are in the teeth of this story. Enjoy the music, enjoy the credits. I will see you next week. Take care.